Like, as soon as I sit down to do anything productive, Mr. Binks is like, oh, it's time to have a sit and get pet and just have a great kitty time. He's such a good cat. Hi, guys. I hope that Camp NaNoWriMo is going well for you so far. This is my update for day 1. I'm uploading my vlogs the day after the actual day the footage or update is from, just because that's a little easier for me. But I'm actually filming on the 2nd because it was pretty late last night when I was actually doing my work and I didn't feel like vlogging. I looked pretty terrible and it was just late and awkward. So I am filming on the 2nd to talk about day 1. But anyways, I do hope the first day went well for everybody. I'm sorry, I just love my cat. He just like makes me feel so appreciated, and his little purrs are so cute. I have no idea if you guys can hear that. Anyways, obligatory announcement. This will come as no surprise, but I am still working on draft 2 of the network. So this is like very heavy, in-depth revisions and editing. Some sections, actually large sections, I'm rewriting rather than using much of what was actually in the first draft. So it is pretty intensive, and some of it really feels like drafting rather than revising or editing. So, and kind of on that topic, it does make it pretty hard for me to make a word count goal for Camp NaNoWriMo, just because, you know, one writing session might be one where I'm pulling a lot from the first draft, and so I get, you know, a lot of words out of it, like maybe 2,000 words in a session. And then other ones I'm like writing from scratch pretty much, just kind of taking the general idea of what I was trying to get across in the first draft. So then, you know, I get maybe 500 to 1,000 words out of a session. So the word count isn't super important to me this month. I'm more just looking at trying to work on the draft every single day of the month. So day 1, I actually spent my writing session on like planning and preparation because I'm in the middle of revising chapter 10 right now. I guess I'll explain a little bit. So if you guys don't know, there's 3 main characters in this book I'm writing. It is an urban fantasy. 2 of the main characters, Stas and Fedya, are humans, and this is the sort of fantasy novel where they discover the magical world and, you know, are learning about it for the first time. And then the 3rd main character, Vinnegan, is part of that magical world. He's a very mixed blood. I don't know how to describe it. He's a dark elf, but he's like much more human blood than elf blood. I could go into that another time in like a lore video or something, but he is part of the magical world. Anyways, chapters 9 and 10 are really important for the world building. Chapter 9 is focused on Stas, and then chapter 10 is Fedya. And one of the issues I was running into writing them, like chapter 9 was pretty easy because that's the first world building chapter, but then chapter 10, Fedya is supposed to learn the same things that Stas learns in chapter 9, but I don't want to be repetitive, obviously, because that's not interesting to the reader. So I'm trying to figure out a good way for, you know, Fedya to learn all the same information without me having to actually repeat it, but also without having to do something lame like, and then, you know, he learned blah 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 blah, and just like really quickly like throw it out. So that's a little difficult. But last night I did overcome one kind of kink I was trying to figure out. So that section in the first draft, I was kind of all over the place because when I wrote the first draft, I really hadn't put a lot of thought into which character would be the point of view for each chapter and each section. It is written in 3rd person, however, it does focus on each of the 3 characters like in turn. So like one chapter will be Stas, then Fedya, and then Vinnegan, but each chapter is only focused on one of them. Whereas in the first draft, in this section, I do have just bits that go from Stas to Fedya and back and forth, and I think I even have a little Vinnegan bit thrown in, and it's just very messy, and that's not how I want it in the final version. So obviously in this draft I am trying to fix it. So there was a section that was written from Stas's perspective that was important to world building, but it happened after Stas's chapter, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I originally was going to have it be from Vinnegan's perspective, but then I realized because Vinnegan already is familiar with this world, he's part of it, it won't have the same effect from his point of view as it will from Stas or Fedjes, just because it's so new to them. So they're going to be noticing different things than Vinnigan. So to make it all flow properly, I think what I'm going to do is just rewrite that section from Fedje's perspective and kind of tack it on to chapter 10. So my plan for the day, for day 2, which is when I'm filming, like I said, is I'm going to try to wrap up chapter 10 and just finish all that. I think it might end up being kind of a long chapter, but it's world building and it's quite important just to the book itself and to the series as a whole. I have another visitor. We've got little Miss Sadie, who's not supposed to come upstairs, but she just wanted to so badly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This dog, she's so clingy. Poor Lily knows better. So Lily, my other dog, is downstairs like, why is everyone up there without me? I'm a good obedient dog. Ooh, poor Lily. I'll kick Sadie down there. Don't worry. But I love her so. Anyway, sorry. Got so many animals interrupted. Oh my gosh. Sadie. And Binks is like, what are you doing? This was peaceful until you showed up, dog. Stop. Your breath is stinky. Say hello, I'm pretty. I'm a pretty puppy. Yeah, you're so nice, honey. Sadie, get off. Okay, now she's squishing my manuscript in my lap. Okay. I guess I never officially introduced Sadie, but we actually got her by accident. So on Christmas Day this past year, we went to my husband's family just to visit and have some fun. They live locally, so they're only like a couple hours away. So we went to hang out with them. We show up at their house, and we already knew they had 2 dogs that we've met. But we show up to their house, and they have 4 dogs. 2 puppies are included that we hadn't met before. And one of them was Sadie. And Kyle's sister, just, I guess, you know, you see puppies sometimes and you commit to them before you realize that that's not a good idea. And so she had taken on 2 more dogs and brought her total to 4 dogs and was realizing it was really, really hard and probably not a good idea. So she asked if we wanted to take one of them. So we agreed, since we just had Lily, our golden retriever, and then we have Binks, our cat. So we're like, yeah, we could probably handle another dog. So we got a dog randomly on Christmas. So she was like a surprise Christmas present almost, but we really love her. She's a sweet puppy. Yeah, our house sometimes feels like a 3-ring circus, especially because we also have a toddler. So it is what it is. It's a little chaotic, but we do love our animals. So anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking about before Sadie just like showed up and was like, I'm cute, pay attention to me. Anyways, so I think I was talking about finishing chapter 10 today. Yeah, I'm going to try to wrap up chapter 10 today. And then chapter 11, the next chapter, is a Vinnigan chapter where you get to go to the vampire hunting guild for the first time. That's where he goes to get his contracts and like get paid for his completed contracts and all that kind of stuff. So it's another world building chapter, but it's from Vinnigan's perspective because that's kind of like his area of expertise. So that's the next chapter, and I think it's going to be relatively easy to revise. I don't think I'm going to be writing a lot from scratch, so that's good. Sorry, I'm like looking at the wrong side because the camera's like actually on this side. But anyways, that's the plan for today. I'm going to try to finish up chapter 10 so that I can start chapter 11 tomorrow. Oh my gosh, this vlog was so messy. Anyways, hope you guys had a good day 1. Wish me luck for this month, that I actually make some good progress in my revisions, because I really do want to finish this draft by June so that in June I can start beta reading or send this out to beta readers. So wish me luck. Anyways, good luck with day 2 of camp, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.